Hola, buenos días, es Nico. So today, I'm in my tank top. It's hot. It's hot. But as per usual, we're gonna jump right into the topic because y'all be making me rush. If you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on Patreon at patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics. All social media links will be in the description down below. And we do weekly lives, exclusive videos, and I'm working on a special interview with a journalist friend of mine. And it's gonna be going over something that's very juicy and dramatic, and it will be partially uploaded on the platform, and the full interview will be uploaded on Patreon. So that's something to look forward to. If you like that kind of content, let's get started. Essentially, today we're going to be talking about the thin line between sexual harassment and flirtatious advances based on attraction. Essentially, can attractive people do creepy shit? So this is based off of a video that a mutual of mine. I'm not going to post the video because it clearly shows his face and handle. And when he originally posted this, he got a lot of backlash from people that were going on pretty privileged arguments. Somebody brought up an argument where one of my friends posted a video where someone was filming them without their knowledge, and he found out because someone tagged him on the person's social media. Essentially, this person was zooming in while my friends was dancing and singing to a song, and he zoomed in and said, "This is mine, and we're gonna be together," and blah, 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 blah. And my friend, he screen recorded it and posted it and said, "This is actually extremely creepy. Do not secretly record me and make claims on me as a form of flirting with me, because that is very deranged, secretly recording somebody without their consent." And most sane people, I say sane because, you know, people that use common sense, they thought, yeah, that's weird that someone would secretly record you while saying that's going to be my future husband, and then never made any advances on you. It was just I secretly recorded you and posted you online, and it was weird. But then, you know, the select few came in and said, "But if you was attracted to him, this wouldn't have been an issue, right? Would you still have a problem if you were attracted to this person?" And that's where we're coming in. That's where we're coming in. Essentially, the conversation here is going to be, can attractive people do creepy shit? Because I feel like y'all try to put attractiveness ahead of somebody's actions. Every time something happens where somebody is being creepy or making unwanted advances or being forceful with their advances, and they aren't deemed attractive by societal standards and or the Eurocentric standards of beauty, people always bring up the counterpoint of, if you were attracted to this person, would it have been different? And I would like to say no. And I understand that people, because every time I say, because I've been in situations where I'm like, that was weird and creepy, and people will be like, if you were attracted to them, no. My attraction does not change the fact that what you're doing is an invasion of not only my privacy, but invalidating my consent. Secretly recording me, grabbing my ass, grabbing me by the arm, that is harassment. That is not, no matter how you physically look, because yes, some attractive people are still creepy. That is harassment. And I really want to dig deep into the conversation of, why do you think it's okay to try to invalidate someone's, you know, trauma and or harassment that they faced by trying to flip it back on them and saying it's just because you didn't find the person attractive. Somebody said that there's a thin line between harassment and sexual attraction. And I do have to admit that I've gotten mixed opinions on this one. As in, I've talked to a few of my friends about this situation before I started the video, as I usually do, and one of them says, well, yeah, that's the borderline layer of consent. I would be okay with someone else doing it if I was attracted to them, but I'm not okay with you doing it because I'm not attracted to you. So that is harassment. And I was thrown for a loop, but I understood the message, as in I would be more receptive to you grabbing my ass, or I would be more receptive to making out with you, or you taking a picture of me if I was attracted to you. And, you know, at first when I approached this conversation, I thought that was just a standard counter argument that people always throw out to try to invalidate a situation. But now that I've heard it from someone who I'm actually close to, that is taking this standpoint and talking to me about it, I had to sit down and think. Me personally, I'm one of those people that I put everybody on equal playing field. I don't care if you are extremely attractive to me. I don't care if I would sleep with you casually if I had the normal opportunity. If you do something extremely rude to me, if you do something that's considered harassment, like secretly recording me, smacking my ass, grabbing my ass, I am not going to be receptive to it if I do not know you. That is my understanding. Like, if we've already had sex, if we have an understanding, you grabbing my ass, if we're dating, you taking pictures of me, recording me, that's one thing. But if a stranger is secretly recording me, whether I find them attractive or not, or just harassing me by taking autonomy over my body, that is harassment. I don't care how attractive you are to me. So I want to know your opinions on this conversation, because like I said, I've had this conversation with a few of my friends, and most of the people on my timeline were like, no, that's harassment and it's creepy, and you trying to pose the counter argument of, well, if you were attracted to them, it would be okay. It's kind of a weird standoffish point that's bringing up insecurity within the person trying to make this defensive line, because whenever somebody says that, it's never out of a place of genuine question. It's always a, well, if you were attracted to the person, it would be okay, so stop making a big deal out of it. But that's also the understanding of consent. If I'm attracted to the person, I would be okay with this happening. So I don't understand how people are also getting upset around the understanding of consent. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I'm one of those people that's even playing field. Whether I find you attractive or not, do not touch me without my consent. Do not film me without my consent. But I do understand it when people say, I did not consent to you touching me, but I will consent to him touching me if I'm attracted to the person, because that is the borderline understanding of consent. I mean, it's not fair, but at the same time, it is still the person's right to consent to actions done to them. You know what I mean? Definitely drop your opinions down below. Do you agree with my friend? Whereas it is okay for me to say, no, I wouldn't be okay with you filming me or you touching me or you grabbing me, but I would be okay with him doing these things because I am attracted to him, and that is consent. Or are you on my level of, I personally do not want anyone I do not know invading my space, touching me without my consent? Whether you are attractive to me or not, we are all on even playing field. Do not do stuff that would be considered harassment because we are strangers. Or do you take the opposition standpoint of, if you are okay with this person doing it, then you should be okay with this person doing it, whether you want to have sex with them or not, which is against consent. Like that standpoint that they're like, the opposition, the standpoint that they're trying to take of, well, if you were attracted to them, this wouldn't be an issue. They are invalidating consent in that standpoint of saying you should just be okay with them doing it to you because you would be okay with this person doing it to you because you are attracted to them. So definitely drop your opinions down below. I know this one is probably going to be messy because I've been in situations where I've talked about being harassed at the club, where men have grabbed me by my ass, men have grabbed me by my wrist, tried to pull me aside, and people would be like, but if you were attracted to them, no, not at all. I've been grabbed by people I'm attracted to, and I rolled my eyes. Like, actually, I've been grabbed by people I've already had sex with, and I did not know it was them, and I turned to look at them, and I was annoyed, because I'm like, do not touch me without addressing me first, just because I am not okay with strangers touching me. I'm not okay with people I know touching me for the most part. So it's like, especially a stranger. So if I turn around thinking a stranger just grabbed my ass or pinched my nipple, I'm ready to fight you. And I turn around and see it's somebody that I know, I'm still like, get out of my face. I don't want to look at you right now. That's just me personally. I don't do that whole touch me if you're attractive. Bitch, I will fight you. But yeah, definitely drop your opinions down below. Boop.
And once again, a quick thank you to all my patrons on Patreon, and a quick shout out to my third eye tier patrons. Your support means everything to me and helps me do this a lot more smoothly. I will also be listing this week's live stream topic in case anybody wants to join in on the fun. I will see you guys there.